Hi there, welcome to a 15-minute abdominal focused Pilates session. We talked about this last month. So we did our lower back last month, and something to support our lower back are our abdominals. So last month was more of a restorative, rehabilitative session, and this month, this is something that you should be doing so that you don't get into that position where you're in pain. It's not that simple, but it's something that we can do actively to make sure we're protecting our lower backs. So we're going to start lying down. We've got our feet hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart, and we're going to be rolling down to the floor. That's just my plan to make sure I get everything right. So from here, I'm actually going to flip over so I've got more space behind me, so that I can reach my arms back, and that might be something that you guys need to do as well. So we get ourselves into our relaxation position, our hips nice and heavy, the most important part to start in the center. Heavy and neutral, always remembering to go back to your basics on the YouTube channel if you don't know what your neutral pelvis is. Ribs nice and heavy, hands by our sides, feet and knees hip distance apart, as I said. We're going to start with an inhale, widening our ribs out towards our arms. Exhale, closing the ribs down. 2 more. Inhale to widen. Exhale to close. Really feel that expansion out to the side rather than up. And the shoulders still as you exhale and draw the drawstring tighter around those ribs. Okay, so rib cage closure, we inhale and widen. As we exhale, we reach our arms forward, squeezing that drawstring around the bottom of our ribs, reaching our arms back by our ears and holding just a few centimeters off the floor. We inhale here. Exhale, close the ribs, push the air forwards and back down again. So we inhale. Exhale, squeeze those ribs as you reach the arms forward, up and back, hovering just a few centimeters off the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze those ribs and press the arms forward again 2 more times. Inhaling. Exhaling, squeezing, reaching and taking those arms back by our ears. Inhaling here. Exhale, squeezing. Last time, inhaling, exhaling, so we're really getting the breath moving, practicing our breath pattern for the rest of the class. Inhale in this reaching position, exhale and press. We're going to change it slightly, so we're going to inhale and reach our arms back at the same time. We're going to exhale, push our arms forward just to shoulder height, nodding our heads as we do so, tucking our chins into our chest and reaching forward into our curl up position. Hips nice and level. We squeeze. We then reach our arms back by our ears before our head moves. We roll back down to the floor, reaching those arms back. Inhaling. Exhale, push the arms forward, nodding the head, scooping the head, shoulders and neck off the floor. Nothing's happening here, no tucking. We reach forward. We take our arms back by our ears and we roll our way back down again. Inhaling, exhaling, pushing the arms forward, peeling, curling that head and shoulders up and over. Reach the arms back on our inhale, not letting the head go, and then rolling back down again. Exhale, press the arms, nod the head, squeeze the ribs up and over. Take the arms back by our ears and roll back down. Last time. Exhale, press, nod, and reach. Reach those arms back by your ears, holding and lowering back down. You can let the arms relax just for a moment. Sorry if that messed up the microphone. It went right into my neck. Push your arms down by your sides and hold still. We're going to add double knee fold now. So you're going to fold one knee in, then the other. Squeeze our legs together, and we're going to really be working on these lower abdominals now. So hopefully you can feel the lower abdominals have switched on to just hold the legs in place. We reach our arms back as we've been practicing, inhaling. Exhale, push the arms forward, nod the head, roll your way up, and we're using upper and lower abdominals now. Reach the arms back by the ears and roll our way back down. As I should have said already, if you have any neck problems, you can bring one hand behind the head, pushing one arm forward, and then coming up and pressing. Then reach the arms back by our ears and rolling back down, just switching in between each one. If you do want that little bit of support to help you create the shape and not strain your neck, I would much rather that than you go for it and feel a sore neck tomorrow. 2 more times. Press the arms forward, nodding the head. Reach the arms back by our ears and rolling back down. Nearly there, guys. Press those arms forward. Nod the head and reach. Good. Reach our arms by our ears. Roll back down. Open the arms out to the side, palms to the ceiling. I'm just coming round. You just leave the legs where they are. From here we go to hip rolls. We drop our knees over to the left side, reaching our arms out away from one another to really find our obliques. Draw the knees back in. Exhale over to the other side. So we're thinking of our knees and thighs like windscreen wipers. Inhale back to the center. We're tipping on the back of our pelvis like a bowl. Knees go over to the side. And we inhale back to the center. Over to the other side. And inhaling back to the center. 2 more. If this is too much for you, you can do it with the feet down, gluing those feet together as your knees drift over to the side. And draw back to the center on our inhale. And drift over to the other side. And draw back to the center on our inhale. From here, hug our knees into our chest, breathing in. Exhaling out, let everything go. Just swing, shake, do whatever you need to. That's it. We're going to then get to a seated position through another abdominal exercise. We slide the legs out, all the way out into roll-ups. So adding on from our rib cage closure. It's up to you. You can point your toes or you can flex them. I like to flex. Well, actually, I like to change it up depending on how I feel. Reach the arms back by our ears. Rib cage closure, inhale. Exhale, push the arms forward. Nod the head. Look to your toes. Scooping, rolling up. One smooth movement. Reach up and over. Find that curve and then restack up to the center. Now, if you found that really tricky, I'm going to give you some tips on the way back. So we tuck our pelvis, scooping everything in. We don't just lean back. We tuck that pelvis, rolling our way back. Good. And then take our arms back overhead again. Inhaling. Exhale, push the arms forward. Now, if you find that you come to here and you can't get any further, reach to the side of those thighs, bend at the elbows and pull against the thighs. Then when you're up, reach forward into that curved position once again and restack up to the top. We're going to do this 4 more times. If you want to make it harder, you can reach your arms up, pulling your abdominals in, keep reaching, rolling back down, trying to keep the arms in the same place the whole time. Inhale here. Exhale, nod the head. I mean, am I going to be able to do it? Oh, it's very tricky because we've got this extra weight against gravity, squeezing. I had to do an extra little lift up and over. We've got 3 more. You guys keep going. If you still have trouble, sorry, I should have kept it a little bit closer. You're going to get a cushion or if you can, a Pilates ball, but most of us don't have those at home, underneath the ribs. So we create this little bit of a bolster effect so that you can push your arms forward, nod your head and roll up off that cushion. Unfortunately, it will just expand like that. We roll back down. A rolled up towel would be better. And come back. Good, guys. We should have about 1 or 2 more left. You guys carry on. So we did 6 in total. If you need to pause because you have need more time to do your 6, that's fine. But the next time you're seated, come and stay seated, lifting up. And join me here, well done. So we reach our arms forward, palms facing one another. We breathe in, we exhale, tuck the pelvis and roll back just halfway. If you look from the side, we're scooping those abdominals and we're reaching forward with the arms, shoulders down. We're not in a dentist chair. The head isn't the furthest part back. We start by opening our arms out to the side. Our ribs want to expand in response. We don't allow them to. We close those arms. Inhale to open. If you're very experienced, you could add some weights into your hands, or you could lift your leg as you open, lowering as you close. Very acceptable to just do what I first instructed, opening and closing 2 more times. Exhale to close. Once more, inhale. Exhale to close. Good, guys, you roll down to the floor. Just keep your arms by your sides this time to switch off and relax for a moment. Exhale, nod the head, look to your toes, roll your way up to seated, diving forward as always, and restacking. Same position, we inhale. Exhale, tuck that pelvis, scooping everything, holding here. We reach our arms up by our ears now, adding that weight to our upper abdominals specifically. Again, we don't want the ribs to pop out even a fraction as we lift those arms. We've got that curved and scooped feeling. If you start to feel this in your lower back, come up that little bit higher so you can maintain. Next time you can go back lower, but we never want to feel this in our lower back. We don't want our abs to switch off. 3 more, inhaling, 2 more, inhaling and coming back down. 1 more, inhaling and exhaling. We lower our way down to the ground. Take a moment here to inhale. Exhale, nod the head, rolling our way up and diving forward, coming to that initial position. 1 more here. We go to an L shape with our arms. So we breathe in, exhale, tuck the pelvis, holding here. We're going to lift one arm up, open the other arm to the side and squeeze it back in. Reaching up and back in. Keep that going for 4 and squeeze. I'm going to check what we're doing next. I was right. 3 and squeeze 2 more times. Reaching and nice. Last one. We reach and close. We roll back down to the mat and we get to stay here and relax for a moment. Well done, guys. Breathe it in. Exhale. Breathing in and exhaling. Good. We're going to roll onto our side now. Okay, and we're going to come to our side plank. All right. What I want us to do is decide. We can go down onto our knees and our elbows, lining up our heels, bottoms, and the back of the head. We're going to lift up here. I'm going to show you completely on the side. I'm going to lift up here and come back down. That's option 1. We could extend the top leg and lift up and back over, or we can extend both legs, one stacked in front of the other, inside of one foot, outside of the other, inside of the front foot, should be clear, shouldn't I? And we lift up and over and we come back. Now, this is not particularly thick mat, so you might want to fold your mat over just to protect your elbow, okay? So now you know what we're doing. Side planks, I'm going to come on the diagonal so that you can really see what's going on. So little bend in our knees if we're in extended legs, full bend if you're doing one of the other 2 options. All of us are making sure that our hips are stacked one on top of the other, working our obliques. We breathe in, exhale, lift up and over, and then we come back down again. 5 more of these. Lift up and over, and we come back down. What we really want to make sure is that our shoulders stack one on top of the other. We do not stay. So we go up and over, reaching out rather than just stretching your legs out and ending up trying to do it all through your shoulder. So really think about up and over, guys. Good, just checking that my laptop isn't turning off, sorry. You've got 2 more. Lift it up and over. Your hand's coming off the screen, but you know it's still there. And last one. Up and over and hold. You're going to roll into an elbow plank hold, holding for 2 counts of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and again, holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees, reach back to child's pose just for a moment. Roll yourself up and swing your legs round to go onto the other side. So coming back into shot for you guys. You now have the other leg on top. Again, choosing your options. Doesn't matter if you do one option on one side and a different one on the other. Reach your arm out, breathing in. And off we go. Up and over, reaching and coming back down again. 5 more. Up and over. And coming back down again. 4 more. Lifting up and over. And coming back down. 3 more times, guys. Up and over. Really working these sides. Coming back down. 2 more. Up and over. Last time. Remember, we're going to hold this one. Up and over. You're going to bring your hand flat down and roll into a high plank for me now. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold for another 8. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We don't go to child's pose. We go to down dog. Up and hold here into our active rest. Okay. From here, we're going to breathe in for a moment. We're going to work our abdominals going from down dog to plank. So we've got a diagonal line, shoulders to wrist. We come up and over, make it that vertical line, shoulders to wrists. Lift up for 2 and over for 2. Lift up for 2 and over for 2. Lift up for 2 and over for 2. Good. Up for 2. You've got 2 more after this. Lifting up for 2 and over. Last time. Lift up and over. Good. Last move, guys. You can feel free to drop your knees down if you're struggling. I am. We're going to be reaching one arm back and bringing it forwards again. Other arm goes back and forwards. Reach back and forwards. Reach back. 4 more, guys. Reach back. Transferring that weight for 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Well done. Drop the knees down. Untuck the toes. Find that child's pose. Last time. Nodding our heads. Exhaling out. Roll your way up. And our intense abdominal sequence is finished. Well done. So you can do that once, twice, 3 times a week maybe. If you do it this month, then once we take the video off for February's classes, I'm sure you'll have it down. But like I said, we're going to build up that collection so that you can always access just those Pilates bits, different Pilates classes, different short Pilates classes. Anyway, I will stop waffling. I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you the next time.